Alright, so this is how to be a fantasy writer, I guess you can say part 2. So I've taken the design of the city center as I've laid it out, and what I've done is I've added, and hopefully this comes out as green, but basically these are little islands along the major thoroughfares, and basically soil sections of this main open flat plaza. Also little water points here. So basically these would be fountains from which people could drink. They also water animals. And so one of the things you may notice is that essentially this is designed to be a major road going around the city center. The center is ideally meant to be shopping space. So this would be a shopping space, same here, same here. The four main roadways coming in and out are meant to be that, roadways. There's a canal right there, or I mean not a canal, but a fountain right there, and there would ideally, I think there's no water coming to these grassy parts. It's meant for the city to take care of that. These grassy parts on the thoroughfares going in and out would ideally be for shade trees as well, and like whatever sort of trash. But basically what I hope you're understanding is that this is the surface level. This is what everybody would see. The next iteration of this, I'm going to show the water ways, the water feeding ways for the various fountains that you see here. And I realize now that for the corner sections, I would want kind of like a little zigzag method going on, going towards the corners of the city, and so that way it can maintain these long rectangular blocks in both, in each of the four directions, and then as they meet together, they come together as little square sections, little square blocks. Let's see. But so the key reason, the key idea behind why the guys would make this large open plaza was, for one, the economics, so that people could have little push cart stalls that they could set up here, and it was up to the city to decide if these people had to pay any sort of fee to run that. But it was also ideally meant so that whenever there was a festival or a fair of some sort, they could get all the people here, have them in the public eye, and doing stuff together. So basically enforcing the unity of the community through these sort of fun whatever activities that they would have set up. But they would also use the opportunity to have people give speeches. So the whole concept that people aren't good or bad, that they're selfish but with good intentions. So they take lessons of how do you socialize a group of people who don't really see themselves as a group, and make them work together. And so the ways they did that is you have this sort of controlled environment that the people can participate. It's meant to be the city center, so everybody feels that they can come together, and they do have a voice. They do have a democratic forum, which they can interact with each other on. And it's meant to be a clean city center, but it's also big enough that, well, people can march, they can protest along this section here, and not interfere with the people who are shopping. And so that's another mechanism that the guy in charge would have against the people here, because if there's too much unrest, the guy in charge, Jim, could just tell the city, hey, you need to get your people to calm down, otherwise I will, I'm gonna have to step in. So the label, the threat of force against people. But then things like this, the hospital and the school, others, which are also meant to be socializing aspects. So basically, all these nice, great things for the people, and it's to encourage and indoctrinate these people into the idea that, well, they're a community and they can be interacted with as such. So expect probably 2 more videos out of this.